During the Lord of the Rings, Frodo turns to Gandalf and says, "I wish none of this had happened." To which Gandalf replies, "So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us." I wish none of this had happened. I wish there hadn't been a pandemic. I wish people hadn't been isolated, but that's not for us to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Life has been tough. Life has been really tough for the last 3 years. It's very nearly 3 years since we started really transforming our lives for the pandemic. And I wish none of this had happened, but it did. And it has, and it's changed us. And in some sense, it's changed us very much for the better. That we've been able to gather together in differing ways. Online, for example, we've discovered different ways to support each other. We've found resources within ourselves that we sometimes never knew we even had. And yet it's also left us scarred. It's also left us really challenged. There's a story in Talmud, in Tractate Ta'anit, of a man called Choni. Choni is a fascinating shaman, essentially, a magician, who sleeps for 70 years. And when he awakes, his immediate family have passed on, his friends have passed on. And he goes to the Beit Midrash, to the place where all the other rabbis are studying, and they're talking about Choni, and he says, "That's me, I'm Choni," and they don't believe him. And they don't believe him because he's been asleep for 70 years. And so he turns to God and says, "Give me companionship or give me death." And so he dies. And it's a really important, powerful story. Because companionship is that which helps keep us alive. Supporting each other. We've really come to see, especially in the last 3 years, we've really come to see how important supporting each other has become. And so we're starting the Choni Circle. The Choni Circle is going to meet in person and it's going to meet online. Our first meeting for the Choni Circle is this coming Sunday. And that's going to be in person, in the upper sanctuary here at Temple Beth Shalom. And it's a chance for people to turn around and say, life has been really tough. And I want to get some support from the community, and I want to be there to support others in community. There's nothing to be embarrassed by. It's nothing embarrassing to turn around and saying, yeah, it's been really challenging the last few years. The Choni Circle may develop. It will develop in terms of the people who turn up and what their needs are. And that first session is going to be really kind of exploring what is it that's been most challenging at the moment and what kind of support does the group need. And so there's going to be an in-person Choni Circle this coming Sunday, and then an online Choni Circle the following Sunday. And I'll be leading both of these pastoral initiatives, essentially, these pastoral support groups. So I encourage you to join us. I encourage you to be honest and real with how challenging life has been. And I encourage you to help be present to support others in our community, and also to give space for yourself to say, and I need support too. Because that's really what community is about. That's why our community has grown so much during the pandemic. Because when times are tough, we can't wish away those times as Frodo wanted to do. We can't wish them away, but we can decide what to do with the time that's given to us. And that can mean filling our time, filling our days with exciting activities, or that can also mean turning around and reflecting and saying, I'm struggling. I'm really challenged right now, and I need support and help. The Choni Circle is a confidential group. That means that those who attend keep everything that's discussed within the Choni Circle itself. And I think that's a really important aspect of taking care of each other in community as well. So I encourage you to join us. I encourage you to join us this coming Sunday. I believe it's at 12:15. in the upper sanctuary. Please do check. We'll put a little notice on with this email as well. Please do come and join us for the Choni Circle, so that you as a member of the community may support others, and so that you as a member of the community may also be supported. Of course, we also invite you to our Kabbalat Shabbat service, our Shabbat Shacharit service, and our Torah study tomorrow morning, and as well, really importantly, to our Purim Carnival on Sunday morning. The Purim Carnival is a real opportunity for some fun. During challenging, dark times, it's an opportunity to come together, to have a little bit of a fundraiser for the religious school, to celebrate children in our community, to hear a mini spiel, and then we encourage you to join us on Monday evening as well for the spiel, which I can tell you is really wonderful. The main community spiel, we encourage you to join us in full fancy dress if you are able. Because even though times may be challenging, it's really important for us to come together and celebrate as a community as well. So we have many things. Kabbalat Shabbat this evening, Torah study tomorrow, our Shabbat Shacharit service tomorrow, which is an explanatory service about the Chatzi Kaddish and why do we say it. And then we encourage you to join us for the Purim Carnival on Sunday morning, for the Choni Circle on Sunday afternoon, early Sunday afternoon. And also, we invite you to join us for our main Purim spiel on Monday evening. I wish you Shabbat Shalom, and I hope to see you there soon.